Welcome to the battlefield, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on Medieval 2 Total War. This one is in the Teutonic expansion, and we're doing a little siege battle. I guess you could call it a siege battle. It's really us attacking a military fort. But yeah, we're sieging, and this is a really awesome, really epic 2v2, and I'm commanding Novgorod. And right now, I am firing my catapult, trying to bring down the walls. As you can tell, obviously I made a huge mistake here, not getting any siege equipment, which is really important in these kind of environments, because you want to open up as many choke points as you can to overwhelm the enemy. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to open up as many holes in their walls as possible. And also, as you can tell, they're sending out some cav here to try to harass my force. I think what they're trying to do is go for my catapult, which if they take out my catapult, it's game over. It is game over, because we have yet to take out a single gap in this wall. So if they take out this very important piece to my army, I'm done. There's nothing I can do. So it's so important that I protect this. And I'm keeping my general nearby, and I'm just like watching this like a hawk. I cannot let them destroy it. Now, of course, my ally has a trebuchet, but it is way better to, you know, have multiple artillery pieces firing down the walls. Obviously, more openings, more ammo. So I guess at this point, we'll go ahead and check out the army comps. Now, there's a little bit of a cav horseplay over here, but I'll make sure not to miss it. But yeah, we'll start with my Novgorod force here, starting with my skirmishers. I have, let's see, 4 units of dismounted Devor, which is a really cool unit, because you can use them to weaken the enemy defenses and then charge them in like infantry. They're gonna do just fine. And hold on, we might, okay, let's hold that thought here, guys. We'll finish up with the army comp later. We're about to have an epic cav charge, and this is a pretty good charge on my general's bodyguard. But this is the general's bodyguard. These guys are elite troops, and they're gonna fight pretty well in this melee cav engagement. And then my ally sent over some cav to support me. So thank you, ally. Thank you, Denmark, helping me fight back these enemies, helping me protect my artillery. Oh man, I love. There's my general right there. Oh, he took a hit there. So awesome fight. And then I threw in one of my British axemen into the mix to help out the cav engagement, because axemen are so good at killing cav. And now he's moving out some archers, but we'll get to that later. Let's go back to my army comp here. So my infantry, another reason I went for Novgorod is they're so cost effective, especially the British axemen. So good at what they do for their price. So I have 4 units of them. I've got 4 units of the dismounted words are hard today. Drazina, there we go. There we go. And then we have 3 units of dismounted boyar's sons. There we go. What's going on here? I'm hearing a lot of noises. Oh, okay, this is where I charge in my general's bodyguard. I don't know why he would charge out his archers like this. This is not good. There goes the first wall, by the way. So archers are so key in this settlement, because really there's not, I mean, there's walls, but they're so puny and short that archers are so vital. Because if I just push up my archers, look at the target here. It's gonna be hard for the arrows to miss all these troops here. So yeah, archers are extremely important. I get a charge off there. My general is taking some hits, but they're okay. You know, they're general's bodyguard. They can take some hits. I lost a couple there. But I did kill a lot of those archers, and that's really what's key. So I'm pushing forward my dismounted Devor, getting them even closer so they can get some better shots. And what else do I have for my army comp? I think that's pretty much it for my infantry. I have a catapult, and my cav, of course, is my general. So that's my army. Let's check out my ally here. He is playing as Denmark, obviously, commanded by Boss, and he has 4 units of Norse archers. For infantry, he has 2 peasants. He's got about 4 units of dismounted feudal knights. I think about 4 units of dismounted chivalric knights. And he has 2 dismounted huscarls and some Norse axemen. He has a trebuchet, a treb bucket, and his cav, he's got some he's got a general's bodyguard, and he has some Norse, or he has some Huskarls, which are charging into these archers. So good job by Boss getting rid of those archers. We do have a charge by the Axemen by Norway, which is pretty smart, but the Cav is going to get out of there alive. And right now I'm focusing my archers on killing those Axemen, because if we can get rid of some heavy infantry, that's really going to help us trying to penetrate through these walls. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the defending armies really fast. Or is he going to charge in? Is he going to go crazy? YOLO. Oh, no, gate closed. You're not welcome here. Oh, open. Never mind. Come in. Oh, and he's charging out his crossbows right into the Cav. Very interesting. Very interesting. And this is where I focus my archers again at these Latvian crossbowmen, because I'm trying to weaken their bows as much as possible. Because again, guys, archers are so important in this type of settlement, because there's nowhere to run. You can't hide behind buildings, and that's why archers are key in this kind of environment. But yeah, let's quickly check out these army comps before this battle starts. So starting with Norway, commanded by Panda Mob Boss. Now he's got a good amount of Chivalric Knights, Feudal Knights, I believe, yes. And he's got a Trebuchet, and his archers, 4 Norse archers. Some of them are fighting back, firing back, giving us a taste of our own medicine. Very nice. And he's got some Axemen, about 2 units of Axemen. And I mean, his army is all over the place, so I might be missing a couple here, but hopefully that's his correct army comp. And checking out his ally, one of my favorites, Lithuania, commanded by Wong Dongers. And he's bringing about 3 units of Chivalric Knights. He's got some Tartar Lancers. He's got a catapult, and for archers, he's got the Latvian crossbows, which are around. Here's a couple of them, getting ready, you know, loading up their bolts into their crossbows, fighting back my archers. And let's see, he also has a unit that I don't think we've seen before. They're called Sudovian tribesmen. I'm probably slaughtering the name, but it looks like a very light armored infantry unit. They have a small shield and an axe, so pretty cool. I'm not sure about the stats and the price, but it's cool to see new units on the battlefield. So we are getting close to charging into these walls, and my archers are doing fantastic. I'm so proud of them. Going up there, shooting their bows. I'm getting them so close because I'm not really worried about him charging Cav, because, well, we killed most of their Cav. I'm also not worried about the enemy charging in their infantry, because these are trained soldiers that can fight in melee and shoot their bows. So if they charge in infantry, good luck to them. Now I know I've lost a couple in the skirmish fight, but overall these guys are going to be very versatile and just do justice upon these defenders. Now I do try to run away, because I'm trying to bring him a little bit closer to support, but unfortunately he is going to catch up with my men, get a decent charge off there, and now we are having an epic brawl. But it's a small unit of Axemen, a unit of 18. My archers are going to win this. See, my archers bringing out their shields and their axes. Very awesome. We are under attack. And they do break because they're such a small unit. They're like, this is suicide. We're going back in. So yeah, it's all about opening up choke points in here. And we do have a decent number of choke points. And the defenders here, they're getting ready. They're pumping up their troops. They're like, men, who wants to live forever? Get ready to hold. And this is just going to be an epic grind of a big struggle for this wall right here. Now, I did have the idea of saving some of my ammo and flanking around and opening up the gate maybe later on in the battle. Ooh, nice. So what I was going to do is move this catapult over here, and then while the troops are engaged in the melee, I'll open up this gate and try to open up, another pathway to overwhelm the defenders. But anyways, at this point, I decided to charge in. My dismounted Drazina, we're going to be the first brave soldiers to go into the breach. And I told my ally, march your troops. It's about to get nasty. And the music right now is just perfect. The suspense. Here we go. And he's a little bit out of formation, but not really. So what I was trying to do is get him by the element of surprise and just trying to sneak my troops in there to get a good foothold. But he is going to have some Guillotines chosen ready to go. And look at this. He's charging out some Feudal Knights. And I was like, okay, yeah, charge out your Feudal Knights. I'll attack them and surround them and make a sandwich. Also, the archers are putting in some arrows into their backs. Here we go. Here comes a charge from my Drazina. Nice. Now these guys are a little bit surrounded too, but that's okay. We do have some support showing up by Denmark. Come on, men. Into the breach. We take this. For the glory of Denmark and Novgorod. I mean, if you think about it, these are some elite armies. Highly professional. This is just an epic showdown for such a small camp. And the catapult and trebuchet in the background just makes this battle even more epic. All the arrows flying through the air. Medieval 2. Bless your soul. What a wonderful game. But yeah, you should never leave your defenses. Oh, and I do a pretty good catapult shot there. It breaks some of the axemen. I did kill some of my own troops, but that's okay. And another advice for playing in the expansion. I've said this a couple times, but I just want to make it clear for maybe this is the first time you're watching this about the expansion, or the first time you're hearing this. Oh, another good hit there. But the morale for the troops is a lot weaker in the expansion. So instead of getting like defense and armor upgrade, get more chevrons on your troops, and that will help your troops fight a little bit longer in the epic struggle, this epic brawl. And it is kind of hard to tell what's going on here because Denmark and Norway looks very similar. Oh man. Oh, I got some kills on those Shiveric Knights there. That's awesome. But yeah, I really didn't have a good angle on the troops here. Oh man, look at this is awesome. I love watching the replays. Like, even though I fought this battle, oh, this is where they killed one of my catapults. Oh, and I just killed a bunch of my own troops and some of theirs. That's okay. I still have one catapult. That's you know, as long as I have one. But as you can tell here, the defenders are making another mistake. They're pushing out your troops. Never push out your troops. In fact, let your enemies come in a little bit. Because you see how we're kind of forming this U shape around them? That we're just closing the jaws right now. And that's what you want to do when you're defending. So they're kind of doing the opposite here. It almost feels like we're the defenders and they're the attackers. Don't get too aggressive when you're defending, because it will bite you in the butt. But could you imagine being in one of these just clusters of fighting? It'd be insane. Oh, by the way, his gate was open, and I was sneaking over some Boyar Sons and some British axemen. And same thing here. He's pushing out his troops, and this is really going to give me the advantage in this fight. Oh, let's watch the axemen battle, though. I love watching them fight. Oh, look at that. This guy just got a kill. Got another kill. Oh, they are just flying to their deaths. Like flies. Oh, this is just the struggle right now. And I've committed a lot of my forces, but Denmark, he's got a nice reserve here. I mean, look at this reserve of force. And a lot of these troops are his most elite troops, so we're doing pretty good. We're making some progress here. You know, let's do some slow motion. I just want to get a nice, just for cinematic purposes, let's just shut up for a little bit and just sit back and watch. Tartar Lancers, Scotland Footmen, fighting back some Danish Feudal Knights. Ah, man, you got these axemen over here. They look wonderful. I love the fact that they have the shields on the back. That'd be cool if, like, I know this is a bit, like, advanced for a game from this time, but it would be cool if, like, if an axe broke, he took the shield from his back and had, like, a smaller sword or a smaller axe, like a one-handed axe or something. Seeing stuff like that would be insane. But they're going crazy, getting kills. And then my Novgorod forces. Oh, this poor guy got stabbed right in the gut. Poor Drazina. No, not going back home. Oh, overhead smash right on this guy who's fallen to his knees. Alright, we'll go back to normal speed. I just love watching the artillery fire in the back here. I told Boss to focus on their artillery. So he already destroyed the trebuchet for Norway, and now he's focusing the artillery for Lithuania. His trebuchet is like a dead eye. Did a really good job at taking out their artillery. But I also have a lot of reserves over here. I've got my dismounted Devourer, which, remember, they are my archers. But, I mean, look at them. They look like infantry now, which they pretty much are infantry. They have the same stats as the Drazina, I believe, and the Boyar Sons. But we are making some progress in here. What I was hoping is to break through here and then flank around and break them just by, you know, exposing their flank. Oh, good archer fire there. Check that out. Norse archers putting in some fire arrows right into my side. Let's see if they'll get another volley here. Yeah, they're getting a couple shots. That's awesome. Hold the line, men. Hold the line. So he's sending in more Tartar Lancers over here. So let's go back to the main struggle here. We're starting to see some troops break. Now, he sent in his trebuchet crew, but I don't know if that was a good idea because them breaking caused fear among the other troops. So, I really wouldn't send in I wouldn't send in archers that are out of ammo because they will break and cause fear. So, maybe hold off on charging in your archers unless you have an opportunity to flank around with them. Then that makes sense. But we got Shivak Knight v Shivak Knight. That's epic. Lithuanian Shivak Knights. They're pretty nasty. Norse, Denmark sending in their Norse archers.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And we're starting to make some great progress here. I mean, this has just been a major grind. All we have to do is break a couple more units and we will be able to pour in like an angry flood through the streets and just kill everything in our path. And look at this, he's pushing out again. He's pushing my forces out. I got my general over here to keep them inspired, keep them fighting.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Yes, the battle is very much in our favor.
Victory will. Lord be merciful, we have lost half of our men.
But this is good. I love the fact that they're pushing out. This is great for me. British Axemen. Get in there. Looks like they're doing one more glorious push. Lithuania sending in some elite troops here. But Denmark has finally broke through. And this is where Boss was like, I broke through. I was like, yes, you did. Now let us fly through the enemy forces. Looks like he had a little pathfinding issue there. He wasn't flanking around completely. But I was trying to get my forces through there as quick as possible. I got some British Axemen waiting in reserve. A unit of 60. They've not even been touched. They just have to walk through all these dead bodies and broken shields and swords. Gruesome sight indeed. But this is the point where they start breaking from the front lines. Here we go. This is where I charge in, flank around. And there goes the enemy general. Not sure what unit he was in. Probably a Shivak Knight unit or something like that. And he's got his tribesmen. Here's the tribesmen. Let's see them in action. See how they hold up against my British Axemen. Tribesmen. They're doing pretty well. I mean, they're not breaking quite yet. And finally they break. Whoa. I don't know what that was. Catapult going wild there. Oh, there's the general. That's Lithuania's general. Or no, that's Norway. Sorry. I can tell by the little lion. on his little vest there. Oh, he's fighting now. Is he fighting to the death? Oh, don't mess with the British axemen. Don't mess with them. Okay, so now over here at the gate, I was able to flank more. I mean, I have a lot of axemen alive. Like, it's wonderful how amazingly cost-effective they are. But now the flank is exposed over here. Sent in the Boyar sons. So these guys are in between a rock and a hard place. There's no running for these guys. And they do break. So all we have to do now is push for the town center. Look at this, a angry flood of Danes running through the streets, causing havoc, knocking over tents, lighting them on fire. Damn tent, get out of here. And now they're pretty much down to depleted units that broke and Latvian crossbowmen. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Got this epic fight near the catapult. Very cinematic, very cool.
No true man. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men to their fate.
Oh, and the catapult was destroyed. Killed some of my own troops, but it was destroyed. I think that was a Lithuanian general. I could be wrong. Got some arrow targets here so the archers can practice, but I guess they didn't practice hard enough. Their skills were not good enough to win this battle. Damn archers. And then now I'm trying to flank around. Got my general going around here. I got a couple of units of Boyar sons and some axemen going around. Oh. Now boss is flinging cow meat, which I wouldn't recommend, but we had this battle in the bag at this point. So it was just more of a joke, if anything. Just kind of doing something. And this is where my general dies. Yeah. I was getting a little too aggressive with him, but he died to like a unit of like 5. Like, that's kind of pathetic. So maybe he deserved to die. Like, come on, general. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and be aggressive here. Since the general's already dead, I might as well just charge in the general's bodyguard. And we have a mid defeat by Lithuania. And I think that's the Norwegian general. They look exactly the same. They have very similar color scheme. And now we're just cutting down the retreating forces and capturing them. And that is it, guys. That is the battle. Look at that victory. That power slide there. Wait, that's a Lithuanian crossbow. Why is he celebrating? He's about to get a shield punch right in the back. What happened there? Friendly fire. He just died. Alright. So there we go, guys. That's the battle. Now, I think I gave my side a little bit too much money. We had a 3K advantage, which I think is a bit much for this kind of environment. But, you know, whatever. We didn't have rams, so I guess that evens it out. I don't know. So I think next time just doing like a 2K would be more reasonable. But valiant defense by Lithuania and Norway. So good game to all players. I almost got 1,000 kills, 126 prisoners. Boss getting 670 with almost 100 prisoners. Then Wong Dongers getting 560, and Panda Mob Boss getting 580. So both the players carrying their weight. Let's go ahead and check out who did the best here. My dismounted Devor, which is my archer / infantry, no surprise there, 158 kills. You know, getting a lot of kills with their bows and with their swords. Awesome. And also another unit got 113. Pretty good. General's bodyguard only getting 28. So yeah, my dismounted Devor here really saving the day. My axemen doing okay. One unit got 15. One unit got 78. The other one got 33, 21. Dismounted Drazina, 41, 22. Let's see, 65, 69 for my catapult. And yeah, that's awesome. So, by the way, guys, if you want to watch this battle live, you can go to my Twitch account. There's a link in the description, and watch it live on past broadcasts. But it won't stay up there forever. So if you want to watch it now. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this epic struggle. It was a lot of fun, even though it wasn't an epic settlement. You know, it was a smaller little camp. It was a lot of fun. Really, really epic to watch the massive infantry grind. So if you liked it, be sure to give a like, subscribe. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.